Hey folks, JD here, and on this absolutely freezing morning, I bring you this. This is the Hubsan H507A. Now, we saw this a couple of months ago, but the battery failed. So after about 4 minutes of flight, and I'm being generous there, this thing just fell out of the sky. So I thought I'd buy new batteries, put the batteries in, and then take her back out. So that's why I'm here today. So we're going to test this, we're going to take it up, we're going to just have a little gentle fly around, keep her in the air for a little while, just see how that battery holds out. Because if you remember, as soon as we took this up, the battery started to deplete quite rapidly. So first of all, I want to see if this battery holds charge, or if all the batteries are going to be like this. Then I want to see exactly how this camera records, because I didn't get a chance to do that last time. Little gentle fly around. There's no breeze here whatsoever today. It's lovely and still, so we should get a good flight out of this thing. Let's take her up. Okay, so now what I've done is I've just turned the quadcopter on. I've connected to its Wi-Fi. Now I'm going to open up the Hubsan app, select my quadcopter from the list, which is the 507A rather. There we go. Enter the device, and now I'm going to have to set the compass. Okay, so let's twist it for the second. Now there's going to be a time where I need to put the phone down for this. Okay, so let's pop the phone down for a second while I just complete the calibration until it says okay. Bind aircraft to current device. Yes, I want to do that. We've got 7 signals. We have got a lot of signal from the craft, a lot of signal from the from my phone. So we should be good. So I'm going to give it a couple more seconds just to ensure that we can actually get the maximum amount of satellites possible. But there is one thing to note, that at this stage we have got 92% of battery. So just by turning her on, or rather carrying her to here, turning her on, calibrating the compass, we have now lost 8% of battery. Okay, so we've got 8 satellites. So it recommends for you not to fly with any less than 6. We have 8. 8 is a good amount. We've got a totally open area here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her up. So I'm going to push the takeoff. You sure you want to take off? Yes, I do. Now we've got 9 satellites, and now it should rise up to a level and hover. Exactly as it's doing there. Look at that. Okay, so we've got a little bit down to my dodgy calibration. It doesn't look as if it's that well calibrated. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take her out a little bit, see how she does. Right, we're down to 72% battery. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record some video. Okay, so we're down to 72% battery, 65% battery. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit closer. As you saw, the back LEDs were flashing then. See, it's remarkably quiet. It's really nice as it's drifting through the air. And obviously then when you let go, you have that GPS lock, which just holds it, bam. Okay, I've got a little bit of movement from here today. I'm not the best at calibrating compass. I do shake quite a lot when I do it for some reason. And that, 40% battery. So this is with the brand new battery as well. This is not with the old battery. So we're down to 33% battery now, waving on 32. Down to 30. Okay, let's turn her around a little bit. She looks so mean as she's flying as well. She really does. Okay, now what we're down to? We are down to 25% battery. Flying her around. Look at all this ice that's around with us. God, it's so cold here today. -3 here, folks. Down to 21% battery. Speed is 2.8 meters per second. Distance of 38 meters. Altitude of 4 meters. See, she's such a good flyer. She really is. She flies so well. But what lets her down is that absolutely ridiculous battery life. See, even control from my smartphone is actually pretty good. I mean, now we're on 11 satellites. She's doing well. She's quite a way away from me. You see, it's incredible. But that battery just doesn't fill me with any confidence whatsoever. Really, really nice. Down to 21% battery. Battery seems to be holding a bit. The drop down to 40 was quite considerable, but then it's been hanging on 21 for quite a while. Oh, as soon as I say that, it's down to 20. Bring her down a little bit, because I don't want, if what's going to happen again, if she's not going to return to home when the battery dies, if she is just going to drop from the sky, I don't want the quadcopter damaging herself. And I would quite like there to be a little bit of not that much of a distance between her and the floor. A little bit of a wind has appeared out of nowhere, and that seems to be annoying the quadcopter quite a bit. Down to 14% battery. She's cutting through that breeze without any issue. Now we're down to 10% battery. Now we've got a low battery alert, so I'm just going to bring her down. I'm not going to take a chance with her landing and her damaging herself. So I'm just going to bring her down. Okay, so initiating automatic landing. Let's go from return to home, takeoff point, and let's see exactly how it does with that on a low battery. So here we go. This is not me flying, as you can see. This is the return to home feature, but the problem is that we've got quite a steady breeze coming in at the head of the quadcopter. Okay, well, that's where it landed, and that is where the takeoff point was. So that's again probably down to my dodgy calibration. Alright, let's get a verdict on this with the new battery. Okay, so thoughts on this guy. Do you know what? The battery life I think was a bit better. I think it wasn't. I don't think it was as short as the last time that we took her out. But still, that's not long enough. Not for a GPS enabled quadcopter. You really want to take that out. You really want to take it up quite high, knowing that you can bring it down safely, knowing that when it's up it's going to be safe, that if anything happens to the transmitter it's always going to return to home. This does not instill me with confidence. I do not appreciate the fact that the battery life is not longer. I really think the battery life should be longer, and I don't know why Hubsan even brought this to market with the battery life being like this. Yes, that's quite harsh. No, I'm not normally this harsh, because normally a quadcopter doesn't annoy me as much as this guy does. Now, when it's flying, it's perfect. It's really good. Its flight is really, really good. Now, as you can see, when it was flying, it was nice, it was steady, there were no problems whatsoever, apart from the one glaring issue, which is the battery. But we still had a good amount of time up in the air, but it isn't the best. From a GPS enabled quadcopter, I would like a lot longer than that. The H502E and the H502S, the battery life was even longer. I think, if memory serves, about 11 minutes. I think this is clocking in at about 6 minutes. So, you know, you can take it up, you can get a half decent flight, but don't expect too much from this guy. Alright then folks, thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.